All right, so the Dallas Cowboys still reeling from the beatdown at the hands of the San Francisco 49ers. Mike McCarthy, who's been on the wrong end of a lot of those games in his career, says there's no cause for concern after the embarrassing loss. Oh, adversity builds character. It doesn't. Adversity reveals character.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. When you talk about the Dallas Cowboys' failure to get even to an NFC championship game, let alone a Super Bowl, what's the number one reason? Dak Prescott. Well, against the best team they've played all year, not solely him, but what was one of, if not the number one problem for the Dallas Cowboys?
The defense.
You're supposed to say Dak. You're supposed to say Dak Prescott right there.
Yes, Willie.
Yeah, the defense is there too.
It is.
But my point is this.
But Craig, you understand my still of heart.
Yeah, I know.
What won us the Super Bowl?
Defense.
We weren't good offensive from an offensive line standpoint. We didn't get good till late in the season. So when I look at this Dallas defense, I'm saying you're going to be the problem. I know who Dak is. Like, you can't convince me who Dak is right now. I think he's a worthy quarterback. Is he an elite quarterback right now?
He is not.
No, he's not.
I agree.
But is he a quarterback that can win you games? 100%.
Yes, here's the problem.
I'm worried about the defense.
Yes, he can win you games when you play the Giants, when you play the Jets a few weeks ago, when you play the Patriots a couple of weeks ago. They couldn't beat the Cardinals, even if I want to say kick that one out, that's an outlier. The only, and I'm saying this with my Jets in mind, the only good team they've played all year is San Francisco. Only team with a winning record. If I'm Mike McCarthy, deep down inside, I have to be concerned.
Yes.
Because this was the test. This was the barometer. It's one thing to lose when you're competitive and you're in the ball game the whole way through. They got waxed in that game, and that's got to be concerning to Mike McCarthy.
I do believe that adversity can help you grow. I do believe there's lots of room to improve. I do believe that this tape will teach them a lot. The part that I disagree with Mike McCarthy on is the cause for concern part. Because you guys are talking about whether or not it's Dak or Micah, the offense or defense. It's everything. It's coaching. It's special team. This was a complete domination in all facets of the ball.
Well, and that's the crazy thing. You're talking about a team that, they're 3-1. Oh, here we go. Let's see what they do against San Francisco. And now all of a sudden we're saying, well, wait a minute. They just suffered a bad loss to the best team in football. And now, according to Jacoby, who makes a good point, you could actually predict, and you could be right or wrong on it, that they lose to the Chargers because the Chargers offense is going to put 30 on them. That they after the bye, the Rams are playing very good football right now. The Eagles might be the second best team in all of football. That you may not get another win until you play the lowly Giants in Week 10. That's on the table.
Yeah, but Craig, when somebody says there's room for growth, who are they really talking about?
Children.
They're talking about themselves, right? Because if you look at the game Sunday against the Niners for the Cowboys, they were predictable. When Dak was under center, they were running the ball. When Dak was in the shotgun, they were throwing the ball. The Niners is like, we're varsity, bro. Like, this is all varsity. There are no motions, right? We sit here week after week and talk about what does Tua talking about lower and the Miami Dolphins. They hit you over the head with motions. They're shifting the defense.
What are the Niners doing?
What are the Niners doing? They're motioning guys. Dak wants to run the ball. I'm going to be on the center. If I want to throw the ball, I'm going to sit.
So
they're so elementary right now.
I think that's a very good point that the Dallas Cowboy offense under Mike McCarthy has become, that's the key word there, very predictable. Here's my question, and I don't claim to be the smartest guy in the world, but if you're sitting on your couch with a hand in a bag of Fritos, and God knows where the other hand is, it's a family program, don't tell us. I know mine's simply down my pants, but that's another story for another day, right? Because I'm comfortable at home.
It's your house.
And you can watch the game on TV going, oh, he's under center, it's a run. Oh, he's in the shotgun, it's a pass. Clearly San Francisco or any opponent has the ability to do that. Why would Mike McCarthy not change that?
Because this is the same offense he ran in Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers himself said, I'm not happy with the offense because it's benign, it's boring, we're not getting anywhere. I'm supposed to be the MVP, Aaron Parent, not Aaron Parent, the guy who muscles up next to Tom Brady, and we see predictable. And we all laughed at Aaron and said, you're being too harsh. You guys went to the Super Bowl. And Aaron's like, no, I know what I'm doing. And he went over to Dallas, and he wasn't calling him because it was Kellen's offense. Now he's in this role where he's calling the offense, and you watch Sunday's game, you're like, man, Aaron Rodgers wasn't lying a couple years ago.
Right.
I know what they're doing. I'm sitting on the couch next to you. It's extremely predictable.
Yeah, there's not. Listen, if you're predictable, you lose.
100%.
I mean, at this level of football, because there's somebody who's paying attention, who watches film, who on the sideline goes, guys, it's like playing poker.
It's like this.
You know, if you always blink when you have aces, and you blink, I know you've got a good hand, right? It's the exact same thing. So I think, You know, I respect Mike McCarthy can't claim the sky is falling and panic right now. Their season's in the balance.
100%.
Because like you said, Jacoby, the next 3 weeks, look, they're all winnable games.
Yeah.
They're all losable games,
1 and 2 seems normal for those 3.
Yeah,
meaning you're a 500 football team going into essentially the second half of the season. And now look, to be fair, there's not an easy out other than the Giants and the Panthers in back-to-back weeks, 10 and 11. Seattle's good, Eagles great, Bills, Dolphins, Detroit, even the Commandos. Now, the upside for me, for the Dallas Cowboys, is the fact that you haven't played a divisional game other than week 1 when you blew out the Giants. So you can right the ship quick, and as long as you win those divisional games, you're going to be a playoff team. It's all going to be all right.
But you got to talk about this week's matchup, right? And we talked about how Nathaniel Hackett Bowl versus Sean Payton. Well, we got another bowl coming up.
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore and McCarthy. Why? Because this is what Kellen Moore is doing to the Chargers. He's averaging 5 points more than what the Chargers were doing without him. You know what I mean? So the offense in L.A. for the Chargers is better. And you're talking about Mike McCarthy right now. Right now, the offense of what we saw Sunday night is not only predictable, it's benign, and Dak Prescott looks like he's drowning within the offense, which is crazy because this is supposed to be an offense, supposed to be dink and dunk. Get the ball out quick. Let your placemakers make the play.
Did Pollard play? Did Pollard play?
Yeah, he was on the field. Yeah,
Did he play?
He did
play.
I didn't see him in the game.
I didn't see a lot of Deuce Vaughn, but I did see Tony Pollard.
Well, you saw.
To be fair, he's also a tiny guy. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.